To get started right away with the latest update from our meteorologist Taylor Stephenson. We just got an update moments ago, Taylor,
Yes.
on the tropics. What is it telling us?
So at 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 a.m., 8 a.m., we get updates on the potential areas of development. For Hurricane Gabrielle, we get them at 11 and 5. So the 2 p.m. update came in for the potential areas of development in Eugene. And we are tracking the tropics here as we do have these two areas of potential development. And both of them have increased for the potential development over the next few days. So the one in red, that's kind of going to trace the same path, a similar path as Major Hurricane Gabrielle. This one has gone up to an 80% chance of development over the next 7 days. Now, it's likely to become, and this is according to the Hurricane Center, this area is likely to become a tropical depression as it continues its trek to the north and west. And by tomorrow or Wednesday or even Thursday, it could become this tropical depression. And if it does get to become a tropical storm, it would get the name Umberto. That is the H name on our list. The one that we're keeping a close eye to, though, is the one in orange that's a little bit further to the west, closer to the Lesser Antilles Islands. Lesser Antilles Islands are Antigua, Anguilla, Saint Martin, Martinique, in that nearby that area, just to the east of there. This one has a 50% chance development over the next 7 days, and also it does have a 10% chance development over the next 2 days. Now, this is kind of following the American model thinking of this may become a tropical depression as it slowly moves to the north and west. So this is from the Hurricane Center. And by the end of this week, maybe even early next week, the system is expected to slow down and turn more northwestward, and a tropical depression can form late this week as the system is over the southwestern Atlantic near the Bahamas. But regardless, gusty winds and heavy rainfall are expected for parts of the Caribbean islands over the course of this week. Now, this track that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to show you again as I take our model comparisons, a lot of times that we've seen this morning, a lot of them have only been showing that the American model has been showing this development of potentially a tropical storm near our area. The European model has not agreed. So let's look at the updated models. And so this is today, and that's showing the one out there near Bermuda that shows like the red and yellow right over that. That's Hurricane Gabrielle. Not concerned about that too much here in the U.S. We're just going to see some higher swells, the potential for some high rip current risk this week. Also watching for a stronger front that will move through slowly, bringing us rain chances later on this week. Watch just near the Bahamas, that yellow and then a little bit of that red right there near the Bahamas, just to the east of Miami. That is what they're saying could become the next storm after potentially seeing a tropical depression behind Gabrielle, which may become Umberto. We could maybe see the potential of another tropical storm getting closer to our area. This is Monday, September 29th. If this becomes a tropical storm and it becomes a storm after the one to its east, it would become the tropical storm Imelda. That is the I name for this. But as you see, this is early Monday morning, tracking very close to the Outer Banks. That is only showing the American model. The European model thinks that this may be something that brings some rain to the Bahamas, but may just fall apart as it heads into the extreme western Atlantic. So just something to really keep in mind here over the course of the next week or so as the tropics do stay fairly active. Now, I know that we had a really quiet mid-season, peak season, but remember this time last year, we were starting to see the creation of Hurricane Helene, and Helene made landfall this time last year, a few days from now. So we're watching as the tropics start to ramp up a little bit. Remember, end of September, October is still a time frame where we're still watching for tropical activity. But that's the update. Again, I'll give you that one last look of the updates of the potential areas for tropical development, and both of them have gone up. And we could see the potential for tropical depressions forming in both of these areas over the course of the next week or so, Eugene.
You know, Taylor, that's one of the things I really like about these streams is because literally that came in moments ago, and normally we wouldn't be on the air right now, at this point. But with the stream, boom, we can get it and bring it straight through here on 13 News Now Plus. Any other elements that you feel like we need to know here, particularly within Hampton Roads, either with the tropics, or just of note? I know we were talking about some rain potentially coming in later on this week.
Yeah.
What else should they know, just real quick, because I know you got to kind of switch out as well.
No, you're good. So yes, rain this week. We have a cold front coming through that's going to come through on Thursday, or closer to Thursday. That will bring us rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We could maybe have a few thunderstorms. Remember that fall is also a secondary severe weather season. Good news is I'm not expecting any severe weather at this point. I'll keep you updated if that does happen. With the tropics, I know that I mentioned this could become a tropical storm that gets very close to our area. I'm telling you this just to prepare you. Remember, be prepared, not scared. We're just showing you the elements. Remember, the models don't agree. When we have better agreement on models, then we can kind of determine where things could go. So just keep that in mind. We'll keep you updated on air, online, on 13 News Now Plus here as on Live Impact News. So that's all I have to say for now, but enjoy the first day of fall. Fall starts in 13 minutes. So we are going to see the fall equinox, autumnal equinox. And so enjoy the first day of fall because it's fabulous outside.
You said 13 minutes?
13 minutes, 2:19.
2:19? Why exactly at 2:19?
That's when the fall equinox happens. It's exactly at 2:19 today.
Okay, I'm not upset about it. The fall is my season.
The fall is our season. It's
Your
our
birthday,
season.
my birthday. It's a great time to be alive. Okay, Taylor, we appreciate you. Thank you for bringing us that update as soon as it happened.
Of course.
For sure.